Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Star Trek Online. As always, I am your host, J2 John Jeremy, and it's been some time since we last played this game. And in that time, Cryptic Studios has come up with a brand new expansion pack for Star Trek Online, known as Legacy of Romulus. Again, this is a free-to-play expansion pack for the free-to-play game of Star Trek Online. You can download this on Steam. You can download this directly from the Star Trek Online website, and the expansion pack is totally free. It's got itself a great deal of new additions, including the brand new login screen that you're seeing right now. If you guys can recall, or if you guys want to backtrack to the very first episode of this series, or of the original series rather, you'll note the login screen is completely different. This is one of the new features of Legacy of Romulus. The biggest addition to Legacy of Romulus, however, are the inclusion of a new Romulan faction for the game, and the inclusion of level 1 through 50 story content for the Klingon faction of the game, both of which have not been a part of Star Trek Online before. So great additions to the game. I have been really looking forward to this release, and we're going to go ahead and get right into it with the new expansion pack. I have purchased a legacy pack for Star Trek Online, so we're going to have some additions that other people won't have, because I am a spendy person and I like to waste money, I guess. Let's go ahead and create a new character here. As you can see right here, again, a different sort of character selection screen or character creation screen. 3 options here: Starfleet, Romulan, and Klingon. We've got different types of characters, whether they're Klingon, whatever the hell this is, Faragian. You can see I've never played Klingon before. We've got some Gorn here. I think this is Trill. Yeah, that's Trill. Lethian, Liberated Borg Klingon, Nausicaan, and Orion. So for the very first time in Star Trek Online, the players who play as the Klingon faction will actually have story-based content that they have never had access to before. Klingon faction was mostly known as a PvP-only race, at least for the very beginning of Star Trek Online. More recently, they've been included in some, minor story content, but they've never really had a level 1 through level 50 sort of story-based content. Now they do, so congratulations to the Klingon faction. However, the real jewel, at least in my opinion, is the inclusion of the Romulan faction. So we've got ourselves basically 2 races and the alien create your own race sort of thing. We've got here the Romulans, and we've got here the Remans. And we've also got a Liberated Borg Romulan selection. Now let's just go really quickly into these particular 3, since they're the ones we want to focus on. Normal players to Star Trek Online will only have access to the Romulan race and the alien race. And the reason for this is because the Liberated Borg Romulan is a special race given only to those who have paid a lifetime subscription fee to Cryptic Studios. I did way back when the game first launched. And I still reap the benefits of that subscription today. Even though the game itself is free to play, I get additional benefits that normal players do not have. And here we have the Reman race. Now, the Reman race is a special race specifically for Legacy of Romulus. Not even the lifetime subscription players get access to the Remans automatically. You have to pay. You either have to do one of 2 things. You have to pay to unlock the Remans, whether it be through the C-Store or through Star Trek Online's currently selling either a Legacy Pack or a Starter Pack, or you have to go all the way to Tier 5 reputation for the Romulan race in order to unlock the Reman race, and that can take some time. So I'm lazy, as if you guys didn't know that already, and I just decided to fork over the money to Cryptic Studios to purchase a Legacy Pack, where one of the unlocks was in fact the Reman race. So that's pretty much what you've got right here. Now each race has its own particular trait. The Liberated Borg race has Liberated Borg. plus 30 starship warp core efficiency on the ground, plus regeneration, plus shield regeneration. Neuroblast, which I've never been a fan of. Shield harmonic resonance, and warp theorist. Now this changes depending on which career path you choose to take. So engineers get access to these things. If we're science, it changes and it becomes astrophysicist and conservation of energy. If we're tactical, it changes again and goes to aggressive and situational awareness. That holds true for all of these guys here. So if I am a regular Romulan and I go to engineering, I've got Romulan, plus stealth ability while cloaking, covert, resilient, and shield harmonic resonance. If I go science, I've got conservation of energy and singularity specialist. If I go tactical, I've got plasma weapon specialist and situational awareness. And finally, in the Reman territories, we've got, for engineers, Reman, covert, infiltrator, and shield harmonic resonance. For science, we've got Reman, conservation of energy, covert, and infiltrator. And in tactical, we have Reman, covert, infiltrator, and situational awareness. So each of these particular classes have their own traits, and they also depend on the selection of the career path you choose. Now, as far as what we're going to be doing for this go around, we're going to be playing a male. And I figured, hey, we've already seen me play as a liberated Borg. And Romulans can be found on pretty much any Star Trek Online channel. But there are not going to be that many players who are going to be playing as Reman. I mean, they're not as crazy as I am and forking over as much money as I did. So let's go ahead and use my money, or at least use my money in the way that I've spent it, and play as a Reman character. So the Reman character is a slave labor caste of Romulans. Since at least the 22nd century, Remans were used as Romulan shock troops and miners in the dangerous dilithium mines of Remus. Remus was a tidally locked planet that was a twin to Romulus. Because the Remans lived on the dark side of the world, they are extremely sensitive to light. After Remus was destroyed in 2387, most Remans settled on harsh worlds with mineral resources or abandoned space stations where they could be free of Romulan influence. Most Remans have some telepathic abilities. Remans are recognized by their rigid heads, without hair, deep-set eyes, and bat-like pointed ears. They have small fangs and pale, gray, mottled skin. So there's the Reman race. That's what we're going to be playing as. And as for engineering, science, or tactical, I think that we did pretty well with engineering. I'm kind of interested in the science field, if only because we've not played a science character in any of my episodes. But I don't think I am using any abilities of science officers when I play the game, so it wouldn't really be a good idea. So let's just go ahead and stick with the engineering. I think would be our best bet. So we are going to be a male Reman and an RRF engineer. That's a Romulan Republic faction, I believe, engineer. Class info. To start, we'll get reroute power to shields and rotate shield frequency, both unlocking at Lieutenant rank 7. You are an engineering officer. You support your ship and crew by increasing their survivability and controlling the paths of the enemies with fieldworks and force fields. You use technology to withstand damage, to improve the performance of your personal shield, and to help the teammates at your side with power generators and minefields. In battle, you use modified weapons and support fire from turrets and drones to control the tide of battle. Your skills will be valuable in the creation of a new Romulan homeworld. See, here's my thing, though. I am Reman. Why do I care about the Romulan homeworld? I want to do my own thing. I've been subjugated by the Romulans for so long. I want to do my own thing. I wonder if there's an opportunity for that here in the game. Okay, so now we have to edit our appearance. We have different clothings. We have an engineer, suit up in this industrial strength attire, built to withstand wear, tear, and all manner of volatile chemicals. All you have to do is just apply to character, and it pops on right over here on this screen. Formal, a fashionable figure in this earthy but sophisticated title, or its style, rather. We have Survivor Rugged. Looks like that. And finally, Survivor Warrior. This looks slightly familiar to the Riemann costumes that you probably have seen, perhaps in the Star Trek Nemesis movie. For our posture, we're going to go with a gruff posture, I think. Height is fine. And I don't really want to focus too much on character creation because this can all be changed in the future. But there are just some things that I want to showcase right here. So Riemann skin is its own sort of skin type, and as you can see right here, you can change it around as however much you want. What you kind of want to focus on, at least for me, is getting everything looking similar to perhaps what you've seen otherwise. So maybe like dark gray eyes. Riemann ears, so as you can see right here, bat-like ears right there. This is pretty cool. Riemann eyewear. So we've got goggles and we've got an entire headset. The headset's cool as hell. We're gonna wear this. And right now I'm just gonna turn all the colors black for right now, because why the hell not? Our Riemanns like to wear things in the dark. See? Come on, you can't say no to that face. And we're going to use a Riemann hood as well. So now, I am an alien Altair, basically. Again, these are all unlocks that I've received because I have unlocked the Riemann faction for playing for a playable race. This can all be changed in the future, so I'm not too worried about this. If we go over to the body, again, this can all be changed. These are very similar to what you probably have already seen in Star Trek Online. And finally, the uniforms here. We can go with a simple shirt, civilian long sleeve. You see, I skipped that Riemann Nemesis thing, right? Long sleeve collar, add the collar, medium sleeves, short sleeve, sleeveless. We can look at like a Survivor from Romulan Survivor costume. But we want to use the Riemann Nemesis costume. You guys remember this thing, right? That crazy Riemann Viceroy from Star Trek Nemesis used to wear this. And again, we're just going to go ahead and see you can change the color of this. This, you know, really easy like. Right now we're just going to set it for all black. Hands, we have padded gloves. We have paneled gloves. But if you noticed in the movie, the Riemann Viceroy actually had long nails. So we're going to start using those long nails. We've got some extra shoulder pads here because why the hell not? We'll knock out our enemies using them. Of course. Right? And collar. You can even add in a Survivor collar. Although I'm not really much of a fan of the collar as it interferes with the hood, I think. It gets in the way of the hood, so I don't think we're going to be using the collar. Although you can add it. For pants, you have pants tight, pants loose long, pants knee high. If you notice, there's also another unlock that I've unlocked here. Romulan 22nd Century. That doesn't seem right. The game is supposed to be making the Romulan attire out of the old, like, TOS series. But the TOS series was the 23rd century, not the 22nd century. Someone can't get their numbers right, or I missed an episode of Enterprise where they showcased... I probably missed an episode of Enterprise. I didn't really watch all the episodes of Enterprise. I really should, but I haven't. So I've unlocked that. But we want to use tight pants, and we can even have a belt. The belt I like for the Survivor Romulan belt. That's pretty cool. So we're going to add that on there to the character. You know, he's a survivor of the wilderness somehow. And he's going to use... He can use reinforced pants, he can use civilian basic pants, Survivor Romulan pants, but we're going to make him use Riemann Nemesis pants. And once again, all black. Our friend here loves the black. Okay. Finally, feet. If you look at the very bottom right down there, we have access to boots. We can change that as well to boots leather, combat boots, padded boots, soft boots, civilian basic, civilian work, and finally what we're going to be selecting is the Riemann boots. So as you can see, we are fully decked out in Riemann attire as if I just came from the Star Trek Nemesis movie. you go. So that's us, guys. That's our new character. Quite a bit of a difference from John Jeremy in the Federation, but why the hell not, right? So here is the opportunity to create a name for our Riemann character. And I was reading, in the Memory Beta website, and Memory Beta website is basically the website for all things Star Trek non-canon. And I was looking for some Riemann names, and I found one that I really, Gianuk. It kind of stuck to me, so I like it. We're going to use it. And as for the ship name, you can go ahead and do random things here until you find something. Oh, I like that one. What was it again? Volantis? Was that what it was? I forget. We'll just go random here for a couple more turns. Imperiex, Erixidon, Terrassus, Erix, Virilius, Vasilius, Vathos, Nexum, and Parvidus. What's the Romulan word for lovemaker, or maker of love? That's my question. I want to know what that I want to know how to get that into the translator. Let's just go ahead and Vicisnauta, Scepterus, RRW Tellus, Destrix is okay. We'll go with Destrix. Okay, so this is our character, Gianuk. His ship name is the RRW, or Romulan Republic Warbird Destrix. We can have a biography here. My biography here is probably just going to say that, I am who I am and, watch my YouTube videos or something like that. I don't know. This part won't be roleplay specific or anything like that. That's about it for this character creation portion. Now, if I press engage here, so far as from what I've seen, today is the launch day for Star Trek Online Legacy of Romulus, and there have been queues to get in. So I'm probably going to see a queue as soon as I press this engage button. If I do, obviously I won't make you guys sit through the whole queue session. I will pause the recording and return right before we launch the actual game. Let's just check to see. Retrieving list of maps. Yeah. So we're sorry, but the game servers are currently full, and there's a queue to start playing. Your queue position is 853 out of 20,785 players. When this message disappears, you'll be logged in. Probably the only reason I'm so high is because I have a lifetime subscription, I think. So yeah, I'm not going to make you guys wait through this whole thing with me. So I will pause the recording and return once we are near to position number 1. So stick around, folks. And we're back, folks. That didn't take very long at all. We're currently position number 61, and it's been going pretty rapidly, actually. The next portion of this is going to be a video cutscene introducing Legacy of Romulus. I have not yet decided whether or not to showcase this, if only because of the fact that it may be a copyrighted thing, and God knows I don't want to get involved with that sort of nonsense right there, because a cutscene is kind of treated differently. But we'll see what I decide. Stay tuned. Oh no, server not responding. That's always a good sign, right, guys? Yay.
What we knew is gone. Our home, our lives, all that we were, dust. Blasted across empty, heartless skies. But we live. Our legacy lives within every ship we fly, upon every world we touch, in our hearts, in yours. There will be challenge. You will know fear, but you will overcome. You will survive and answer vengeance with blood. You will do as you must. Rule cannot be handed to the faithless. Our legacy cannot be lost to villains. Bury the past to face the future. In enemies, find allies. There is no price we have not paid, no loss we have not felt. Our dead world, our long suffering, these are not ends. We are not ended. For your crew, for your people, for this new home, we must face all doubt. We must break the strong who would destroy us and overcome the impossible. We must fight against any and all. We must, we will, for we are Romulan!
Man, I love that intro.
The youngest of our kind rely on stories to know what our people were like before. Strong, secretive, warlike. We were feared. We were powerful. Then, everything changed. 22 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion traveled through subspace to hit Romulus and Remus, our homeworlds. No one could have predicted that would happen, and no one could have stopped it. Millions died. Those who survived were scattered across dozens of worlds. One day we were citizens of one of the greatest powers of the galaxy, and the next, we were just trying to survive. Every day was a struggle if you weren't part of the militant and oppressive Tal Shiar, or ruling everything from on high like Empress Sela. For ordinary Romulans, military victories don't mean much when you're hungry. Life goes on. The Klingons and Starfleet are at one another's throats. The battles light years away don't affect us much. The Tal Shiar are the more immediate threat. They're rebuilding the Empire by force, and pressing anyone they think can help into service. But even they don't seem to know we're here. We've put down roots and found friends. Today we'll celebrate what we've created. With hard work and some good fortune, true Romulans will once again rise to be a power in the galaxy. The first step on that path begins here.
Did I just wave at somebody?
Your current tasks will be displayed here.
Thank you, Majel Barrett. Fake Majel Barrett? Yeah. Anyway.
To move, use the W, A, S, and D keys. To look around, hold down the right mouse button and move your mouse.
Okay. So welcome, guys. Welcome to Virinat. Virinat is the starting Romulan location.
People you can interact with have icons above their heads. You can press the interaction key, default F, to talk with them.
Be quiet, voiceover person. The reason why you're getting these voiceovers right now is because the game can assume that you've never played the game before. This is, in fact, a starting area for any player now with the Legacy of Romulus expansion pack, so potentially this could be their very first time playing the game. It is not our very first time playing the game, however. And may just turn that off pretty soon. So, as you can see right here, Virinat is a Romulan kind of colony world that they've been using as refuge since the loss of Romulus and Remus. So, quick backstory here. If you have not watched the very first new Star Trek movie, just called Star Trek, then you don't know what happened. Basically, a star in a star system not too far away from Romulus and Remus went supernova, and it decimated the area that it was in, including those two worlds. Romulus and Remus were completely wiped out, torn to shreds. That's the whole reason why Nero's character goes back in time to try and prevent all that from happening. So, although that's kind of an awkward way to think about it, because no matter what, the Hobus star would have gone supernova, or would it have? There are things that I know. Anyway, So now here it is, 22 years later, after the loss of the Romulus and Remus homeworlds, and we are kind of like refugees, really, kind of trying to make our way throughout the world. You saw in the backstory that there is a oppressive Tal Shiar division still, being led by Empress Sela, who you may recognize from the Next Generation series. She was featured as an actual character in that, played by Denise Crosby, who... there's a whole backstory regarding that as well. Jesus. I can go on for this for a while. Suffice to say that this is logged in history, basically, in game lore. So I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the idea. Although, again, the way I'm looking at it is that it looks like even though I can play as a Reman, I'm not going to see any unique roleplay advantages as being a Reman. Characters aren't probably going to treat me any differently as being a Reman in comparison to being a Romulan, which kind of disappoints me because I was kind of looking forward to playing the bad guy. Remans are commonly known as the bad guy, really, so I was looking forward to that. Oh well. Anyway, here we are, guys. Veronat, as you can see right here, we are in instance number 42. Again, the game servers are completely logged full, so if you can't get in right now, just wait. You'll get in eventually. Character screen right here. Obviously, we've got our shield and our health. Everything else pretty much looks similar to what you've seen in the past. The UI has gotten a new refresh, a new interface to kind of be easier on the eyes. And as you can see, it's green here for the Romulan colors. We've still got our skill bar down here. We can still access the Z store, the dilithium store, Jesus, and a whole bunch of other things, including the game map. Zoom in, zoom out the same way. The Z store, or the C store, is where I picked up the unlock for the Legacy of Romulus Legacy Pack. So I can claim up all these things right now. Or I should be able to. Yes, there we go. And I get a whole bunch of different things. 2 new extra officer slots, new title choice of Rihansu, new title choice of Survivor of Remus, Survivor of Romulus, and a whole bunch of other goodies right there. And I can get that all the time just because I bought it, a while back now. Alright, enough about that. Let's go ahead and meet our very first character to talk to in the game. His name is Tovan Kev. Now, Tovan Kev is an interesting character, so we want to pay attention to what he has to say, although he's kind of weird in a way, I guess. We have Boop and Tika around. Tika seems to have gone for an alien race, and Boop has disappeared. Okay. So, Tovan. ¿Qué pasa, buddy? Oh, look at that. That's a nice looking outfit. Okay. Talk to Tovan Kev.
There you are. The security chief was looking for you earlier. She said there's trouble at the vineyard. Avrak's been filing reports all night about Kelled's chewing at the vines. He's really worked up.
Let's raise the voices here. Whoops. So as you can see right here, the interface has changed. It's now an actual view screen, which was something that players had begged for quite a while, actually. And voice acting. Although the entire new expansion pack is not voice acted, there is some nice inclusions of voice acting. Some are good, some are missed, but it's great development. I'm actually gonna go ahead and lower that music just a little bit more here. Get down. About 30 would do, I think. Okay. So professional. Anyway. So, Tovan has just been talking to us about Kelled's, and we are supposed to respond, Kelled's in the vines? That doesn't sound right.
Something must have annoyed them. It's not typical Kelled behavior. With the big celebration tonight, I think everyone's a little overexcited. Even the bugs. You should listen to one of Avrak's messages before you head out there.
So the game is telling us to sign into the nearby console and listen to Avrak's message. I'll look into it.
Interactable items have a glow around them. Walk up and press F to interact with a console.
Alright, so we just go ahead and walk up right here. And it says here we can check our messages by pressing F. So let's go ahead and do that. Welcome, Geonuk. You have 3 messages from Avrak. The second and third messages has been flagged as redundant by the system. Playing message 1 now.
Please tell me you'll help me. Kellids are in the vineyard chewing through the irrigation pipes, and everyone says they're too busy getting ready for the big party to come and do something about it. There won't be any party if everyone's knee-deep in water by nightfall. Get over here and help me fix this.
Okay, so it looks like this guy over here, Avrak, is in charge of irrigation? Vineyards. Wine distribution, perhaps? Listen to second message.
When are you coming over here? This is getting ridiculous. Nobody appreciates me around here. No one. They think these crops just grow without any help from anyone.
Okay. As you can see, the first message was delivered at 0800. Second message delivered at 0805.
Tending these vines is a lot of work. No one says thank you. No one pats me in the back. They just keep asking for more. John, look, just get over here and take care of the Kellids, all right? And maybe say thank you for all the work I do to keep these vineyards in shape.
So, this guy's being a pain in the ass. So let's just listen to the third message from Avrak.
It's me again. Ignore the other message I sent. I lost my temper. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why you're not here yet. I really could use your help, though. These Kellids are chewing through everything, and they won't stop.
So, again, message delivered at 8:10. So, 5-minute intervals between messages.
And no one here is even trying to help. They just keep bouncing me to other people. First to Tovan, then to Navala, then to you. What's next? Should I ask one of the kids? Just please come here soon. Thanks.
Okay. So, looks like Navala and Tovan are important members of our society here. And now we have to tell Tovan that we're going to help Avrak. Unfortunately. So, let's go ahead and go back to Tovan here. Hey, Tovan.
If the Kellids are chewing up the vineyard, you should probably grab a pistol, just in case. I'd join you, but the chief has me looking into some odd comm chatter we picked up yesterday. We'll have to catch up later.
Go to the weapons locker. Alright, Tovan. I'll see you later.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are. An arrow will appear on the mini-map if you are far away from your objective.
Hey, look, a friend of ours. Thraxi has also purchased a Legacy of Romulus expansion pack. But now we look too similar. I say, go away, you. Oh, he disappeared. And by disappear, I mean teleported out of here. Alright, so, can I talk to anybody? You are still working on those messages, Tika. I started after you, but, looks like you're having trouble. I don't need to go through all the training. I know how to use a plasma pistol. Eke. Eke says, Geonuk, can you put in a good word for me to join the security team? No, not really. Teshav. I don't have any more errands today, so I think I will enjoy the sunlight while it lasts. Okay, and these guys seem to be shooting some bottles. Need a gun? It's over in the locker. Hey! There's a guy over there. Is he fishing? Can I go over there? Nope. No, I cannot. Alright. Vorian. What's up, Vorian? You gonna talk? Vorian says, need a weapon? Grab one from the locker here. Thanks. How about you guys? He wants a pistol, and he ain't getting one. So big glowy things equals something for me to grab. Let's go ahead and grab a pistol. Sweet.
Your plasma beam pistol has been automatically equipped. You can practice on the nearby bottles. Select a bottle, and then right-click to attack it.
Alright, so I select the bottle, like that one, and I press right-click. Like so. Don't shoot my bottles, man. Okay. You may be noticing these little pop-ups that come up over here. Those are actual gameplay messages. and they're in regards to something that I'll go over a bit later on, lockboxes. Those of you that have played Star Trek Online recently, Champions Online, or even the Neverwinter beta may know what those are, but I'll go into them in more detail later. Did I get any weaponry for doing this? What did I get for buying the Legacy pack? I got a Romulan Reman Duty Officer mini pack, 4 rare Reman Bridge Officers. Whoa, Reman Bridge Officers? Okay. Special Requisition Pack, Liberated Borg Tactical Officer, but I am a Engineering Officer. That doesn't help me. And Legacy of Romulus Founder Pack Ships. Okay. So, let's go ahead and say hello to the folks. Hi, folks. Well, we've got a weapon here. And, I'm gonna go ahead and... I know it's... No, let's go ahead and just... Oh, it's so many people to talk to. Stokar. What's up, bro? Can't stop thinking about drinking some Romulan ale tonight, can you? Looks like there's some sort of party. Havid. I hear the Maori is going to be making a big speech at tonight's festival. This is, interesting. Maori must be somebody important. Okay. What you? Don't go to the festival without browsing my wares to Sack. Did you know Devex has that warbird of his out in orbit? And Keely, or Key. Hey, Ginook. Excited for some Romulan ale tonight? No, not really. Don't really care for that stuff. So, more people around. Oh, what are you doing over here? Anything important? Nope. You got a sash on, so you look important, but you're really not. You just grew. What the hell was that? Don't do that to me, game. Alright. Let's... You have anything to say? Nope. You're just scenery. Jinook. Avrak's farm is just up ahead. Keep following the path. Probably that thing up in the distance over there. Please hurry to Avrax. The situation is horrible. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and pause the recording here then, if Avrax is that close. And since we're pretty much late on time. Next time on Let's Play Star Trek Online, Geonok here will, I guess, take care of the situation over at Avrax Farm. And we'll perhaps learn more about our situation here at Veronat. But that's next time. Until then, this is J Squared John Jeremy signing out, saying so long, and take care.